Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share how I do my everyday makeup. Over the last year, I feel like I've learned so much about makeup and learned little tricks from working with makeup artists and going to photo shoots. So I wanted to put together a little video and share with you guys what works for me. Okay, so let's get started. I always like to start with a primer, and right now I'm using the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. I love it because it smells so good and it's made with good ingredients. So you can start by just pressing it in to your T-zone area. This one is also really great for hydration, and I typically have dry skin, so I really love it. Today I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever HD, and my color is Y245. I've been using this foundation for the last 6 months, and now it's on my pillow.
Oh no!
Oh my god. So I've been using it the last 6 months and it's gone. So I'm gonna have to go replace this. The great thing about it is that it's buildable. So you can wear it really lightweight, or you can maybe add another pump and have a little bit more coverage. I am using the Artiste brush. It's so soft on your skin, and with just like a few swipes, I feel like the job is done. So it goes on really quickly. I really just go in circular motions with it, making sure to go all the way to your hairline. And for me, I have a really white neck, so I always have to make sure to take the makeup down so that it ends up blending really well. So next up is concealer, and right now I'm using the Milk Makeup Under Eye Concealer. This one is great because it actually also highlights under your eyes as well. So I'm just going to take this stick and do a few swipes underneath my eye. It's nice to get it down here because you want to have highlight more than just under this circle right underneath your eye. And you can also use this concealer to highlight the high points of your face by swiping down your nose and come up in a few swipes on your forehead. And then you take your damp beauty blender and you just want to dab everything in. The beauty blender is great because it just melts the makeup right into your skin and you have like a really seamless look. My other go-to concealer is this NARS concealer. It's creamy, but when you apply it to your skin, it dries like a powder. I typically get a little bit red around my nose, so I just use my finger to blend it in, which is also good because it warms up the product a little bit and it goes on really smoothly. I also use it for on top of my lids. Kind of works like a primer for me. Okay, so that's it for the face for now. I'm going to zoom you guys in and show you brows and eyes. I use the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Brow Palette, and I also have the Makeup Forever brush that goes with it. I have like more of a light brown natural hair color. I'm going to use the middle color here. I'm going to start in the middle of your brow so that you're applying most of the product towards the middle and the ends. It looks a lot more natural when the front isn't drawn in with such harsh lines. You're just going to brush up, and for me, I like to make sure the line from the very beginning of my brow goes straight all the way to the arch, and then I draw another line from the middle arch down towards the tail. I love brows, so for me, bigger is better. If you get a little too much product in one area, it's not a big deal. You can just take the spoolie and brush up and blend in the product. Next up is eyes, and I'm really excited because I just got the new Persona palette. Persona is a friend of mine, and she's a really amazing beauty YouTuber, and she created this palette called the Identity Palette. And I really love all the neutrals that she has in here. I think they're really good for every day. Today I'm going to try Charming, Sassy, and Gold Digger. So I'm going to start by dipping into this Charming, this light brown color. And you can just dust off the brush a little bit because these colors are a little pigmented. You don't want them to come on too strong. So you're going to start in the corner of your eye, little circles, and then swipe up through your crease. And you just want to keep blending and blending until you don't have any harsh lines. So next I'm going to use a flat brush, and I'm going to dip into this really pretty Gold Digger color. It's a little shimmery, and I'm going to pat this color into my entire eyelid. And the last thing that I like to do that's a little trick is you take a tapered brush and you can spray it with your setting spray. And then you can dip it into the lightest color that's almost like a highlighter, this sassy color. And then you just take it and dab it into your inner eye. It makes your eyes look a lot more open and bright. And then I'm going to take the darkest brown color here with my angle brush, and I'm not doing a heavy liner here. I'm just going to add in a little bit of definition, staying really close to my lash line. Kind of more of a smudged look. Alright, next is lashes. Currently I have on these long lash extensions. I kind of trade off back and forth between going and getting extensions because they're so easy, or using the Ardell like single lashes that you can place in. When I have lash extensions, I use this Perfect Touch mascara. It's not really mascara, it's actually just like a coloring that you can put on top of your lashes whenever makeup gets on them, and it just makes them pop a little bit more. But it's safe to use, so if you guys do have lash extensions, I really love this product. And then if you don't have lash extensions, I recommend this Tarte waterproof mascara, and I actually use that on my bottom lashes. For me, my mascara tends to fall underneath my eyes, and I'm already prone to dark circles under my eyes, so it's nice to use something that I know is going to just stick to my lashes. And I just apply underneath here very lightly, and it makes a really big difference. I feel like for me, you can always kind of tell how much sleep I've gotten by how dark the circles are under my eyes. And I always want to look like I've gotten 8 hours of sleep. So now that we have the eyes and the brows done, we're going to go back to the skin and set it. And then add in all the good stuff like bronzer, blush, highlighter. So I'm going to dip my fluffy brush into the setting powder and just tap off some of the excess product. And then I'm going to focus more on my T-zone, the areas where you get a little more oily. Make sure that makeup stays on all day long. And then you can take your smaller brush and do the same thing. And just lightly pat underneath your eye. And this will keep your under eye makeup from creasing as well. And now we're going into the best part. I'm going to be using my Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I have this really big fan brush, and I'm just going to kind of go over the 2 lighter colors that I feel are better for me. It looks like it's Summer and Moonstone. You have to look where your cheekbone is, and the highlighter is going to go on top and the bronzer is going to go just below it. So you just lightly swipe across your cheekbone. So what we're doing is really just focusing on the high points of your face, and you can also take it down your nose a little bit, forehead, and then I love putting a little bit on the tip of my nose, and then right there in the Cupid's bow. For bronzer, I'm going to use Too Faced. Bronzer is one of those things that I thought I knew how to use until I learned how to use it. It makes such a huge difference when you know how to use it correctly. So I'm going to use this little contour brush here, and the thing that I didn't know that you should do is you really have to focus towards your hairline, and I used to come and apply it a little bit too low. You want to start right below where you applied your highlighter and just work that product in right there on your cheekbone, and then you're going to come down with it. And it's so important to blend well here. And you can see what a difference that's making already for my cheekbone. You're going to work your way up, and then I like to lift my hair a little bit and make sure that I'm really getting in there. And you can kind of come just a little bit down on your forehead with it too. I feel like bronzer is the thing that kind of just like brings you back to life. After you've done so much to make this neutral palette, you need to add the color back in. And then if you want to, you can add a little bit under your jawline. One product I've been playing with lately is wet blushes. Today I'm going to use the Torrid wet blush from NARS. This stuff can be super dangerous, so you gotta be careful with it. End up with a fully red clown face. You just need a little bit, so do a little pump and I'm going to move it around with my finger a little bit, spread out the product. See how intense this stuff is? And you take your beauty blender and just take the end of it, the bigger side, and lightly tap it. We're looking just at the apple of your cheek. Just lightly go in a circle and then turn it around, blend it in. It's so subtle, but I love it because it's more of a dewy look when we're using all of these powders. I think it just looks so natural. Last but not least is lips. So today I'm going to use this Buxom Cosmetics lip liner. I really like this brand a lot. This one is called Undercover, which I think is really good for an everyday lipstick. So you're going to want to start at the Cupid's bow and just start outlining your lips. Right to the edge. You might even want to come up a little bit over the edge to make your lips look a little bit fuller. Then I'm going to use Playpen Velvet Lip Gloss by NARS. These colors are really different, but I like the way that they blend together. I think this lip gloss looks really good with the blush that I chose today. It's really nice when your colors are kind of all within the same color palette, and it makes for a really nice overall look. So this is my everyday makeup. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked this video, you can give me a thumbs up and you can subscribe. Also, I would love to see you recreate this look. So if you do, take a selfie, put it on Instagram, and hashtag take aim with me. And I'm gonna put up some of my favorites on my story.